Come with me to my son's house. I am going to get some willow branches that I can root at my house. Don't ask me why I want to do such a weird thing, but he'll cut them for me. He has an old willow tree at his house, and we're going to go get some pieces of it. There's the mama tree, one of its branches, completely rotted. And it came down easy as pie.
There's even a bug right there in there. A roly-poly or something. Step over to
Looks like a roly-poly.
You might show it back in there.
Oh yeah. Get out of my shadow. Big hole in the tree. This tree is probably 60 years old or more because this house was built in the 60s. That's the rotted out limb that he just cut down, and it just fell.
I wonder if this one is rotted. Look at that big hole in it.
He was pretty solid still in there. I'm surprised. He's dead. Now you think these are dead?
Probably.
What do you think? Live or dead? Is that alive?
I guess it's alive.
Just for kicks, cut him. Cut him like right there.
Here, hold
And
this
I'm going to
thing.
keep that, okay? Here, I'll keep this on. Down enough so that it'll be a crook, like right down here. Okay, and then let me make sure he looks alive. That's kind of alive looking, right?
It's got some, look at the side here, it's green.
Yeah. So then, if the bonsai would come up and go up like that, then it would split into two. So let's cut it like there and there. Okay.
Here, just lay it down.
Just lay it down. That might be really cool. Because he's alive.
Yeah. Cool.
There.
There we go.
Oh yeah. See if we can get that. Oh, look at that. The way it twists.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because if they got a twist in them, that's cool. Here. Oh, look, and even farther up. Look at the way this one. It even goes in a swirl.
Yeah.
So let's get a couple of biggies.
Here, you hold
Okay.
that for a second. You want to stop so you can like have like.
These are all the cuttings we've taken. Some of these are huge. And they are still alive, and I'm going to try to root them. Probably won't have anything until next spring, but we'll sure try. It's worth a try. It's been several days, and my willow is still in this bucket out here. Let me bring it out into the light a little better. I want to take my willow branches and change the water. I want to put them in some fresh water. I'm going to drain off that water and maybe pick one of these limbs to take inside because I want it to go ahead and warm up. I mean, it's getting in the going toward the latter half of November, but I want to see what might happen indoors in the warmth. So let me get another bucket to fill with water and switch these all out. Okay, got another bucket here, fresh water. It's not quite full enough, but it's getting heavy. So I'll bring a pitcher out here to transfer more. But now I want to switch these limbs into the other water. Okay, here's this big giant one. Don't think we have anything showing on it yet. I can't tell. This one, don't know, there's a little bit of bumps, maybe making a little bit of edge in here. I know this is crazy and insane, but I can't help it. I want to do it so bad. Little bit, something might be showing there. Okay, and now the rest of it is kind of smaller. These are pretty small. Maybe a little bit of swelling showing up. I'm going to try to clean these just a trifle. That's a one right there. I don't know, I may trim that up. There's another one. Can't see anything there. Now, oh, this one has a leaves on it. See that one? We left some leaves on it. I'm going to pull those off. And I kind of hesitate to put these leaves in the yard or anyplace else because I don't need a willow tree growing out here into our sewer line. But anyway, that one, I cleaned the leaves off of it. Okay, and there's one. I could take that one in. He doesn't have any leaves. Oh, this is one of the low down ones too. Okay, that looks pretty good. I don't know. Let's put him in there. Now this is just a lot of leaves and maybe a bunch of small twigs in there, but I'm going to strain this water and I want to keep it because this water, I think it might be real good to put on my other plants as far as enriching their rootability. I don't know, the willow root is really known to help things root. So I've got new ones stacked there. I'm going to strain this and take it in. Let it get more room temperature before I use it, of course. But I'm going to go take care of that right now. Now everything's cleaned out. Fresh here, but I got to bring more water. And the old bucket is cleaned out. And I did save the water that came from the other. And let me show you that. Now don't judge. Just made a big dinner for my son and daughter. And there's still dishes all over the place. But those two are strained. And I am going to let those get to room temperature because they're really cold. And my next waterings of my plants is going to be with those. And I hope that'll stimulate a lot of root growth. Now I have a little bit of the special water in one of these little rooting bottles that I got a set of last Christmas, and that's the willow water. And I'm going to get a piece and put it in that one. So let me go select one and trim it off. Okay, I selected this branch. It's a little bit thicker than a pencil, maybe like a first grade pencil. And it had a branch coming out right here, and I just broke this branch off. So I'm going to bring both of these and put them down in there. This one right alongside. And the branches here are bendy. You know, they're not dead. They're kind of supple and bendable. That's where we cut it from the other branch. But I'm going to take those, put them on the windowsill. Now that's going to make them sprout in here. I know I can't support a tree like that, but I just want to see what it'll do in the warm house. So I'll just put it in the kitchen window and we'll see what happens. And there we go. Snowy out today, but this is going to be in my windowsill so I can keep an eye on it and make sure it doesn't dry out. Not quite Thanksgiving, but let's see what it'll do in the next couple of weeks. Looks good. Bit of an update on my willow branches that I put into water to root. I forget the exact date, but it's been about 2-3 weeks since I did it, and I am finally getting some good results. Might be a little bit hard to see them in the bright sunlight shining in here. Let me see if I can lift it up. Look at that. There are roots here. Let me bring it over to the darkness. Put it on the stove top. There are roots, definite roots. Did I turn on the, no I didn't. There are definite roots down in there. Look. A whole little row of the little bumps are coming out, and that's on that smallish twig. You can see a few in here. Now this one is one that I have inside. I haven't checked the outside ones yet this thoroughly. There we go. I have results. Don't guarantee this will make a willow tree, but I might have a chance. So I'm going to get this into some soil as soon as possible. Now I am on the following day, and I wanted to show a little better close-up of the roots. You can see they've grown quite a bit longer than they were. Yesterday or the day before, I forget when it was I filmed it. But then when you follow that same branch up, right up here, there's a little leaf. Let me see if I can get that against the white. A leaf. Well, maybe you wouldn't call that a leaf yet, but a little bud growth is coming out of the side, and a hint of one just below it. Let me see if I can get quite the right focus on it. One seems to be coming out there, and then one here, and then one up there, right at the very top. And that's that same one. You follow it all the way down into the, yes, there it is. That's the level of water. And this was the willow water. I don't see any kind of a root action on these other smaller stems. I really don't see anything. There might be some swollen little protuberances, but I don't see anything. I am going to plant these. I've got some special see-through containers in there that I got off Amazon. And I guess in one of my next videos, I'm going to plant these. And I'm not going to let them go much longer because the roots are getting out there. And when they adapt to just water, it takes them a little bit to get used to searching the water out of the soil. But the willow should be real good at that. And we're going to have a willow tree inside in the wintertime. Won't that be weird? Look at that. But I'll catch you up on another later video. Let me get that focus there.